everybody and welcome to the first show vlog of 2021. And it's not just one show vlog, it's a double show vlog because arguably I'm being slightly stupid and for my first show out I'm attempting to go to 2 shows in one day. So follow along and let's see how we get on.
Are you ready?
First up of the day is gorgeous little Lulu, who's heading to Hall Place for her first proper show jumping show. Because if you were around and watched my vlogmas, you'll know that she has done a show before. She has. We went to poles on the ground, so today we're upping the stakes just a little bit, and we're going to be jumping in the 1'3" class. So yeah, big day, big deal. Which is maybe slightly ambitious considering that before this week she hadn't jumped in about 3 months because we've been in lockdown and we haven't had anywhere to do it. But you know what, we're nothing if not ambitious on this channel. Lulu is looking up for it other than her bedhead, so let's sort that out before we get going. Lulu's not really playing up to the camera today. I have been trying. She's obviously not feeling it. You're a bit camera shy today. It's not like you. You're usually the star of the show. We're all ready to go. I told you a little bit about what's going on before we loaded, but let's get down with the details, guys. So today we are attempting to go to not 1 but 2 shows, and it was not my idea, it was actually Mum's idea, so she can't complain when it becomes a very long day. As I said earlier, we are starting in the 1'3", so you know, big stakes, the stakes are high, guys. With Lulu at Hall Place, it will be her first ever proper show jumping competition because last time was just poles. So we've got some aims for the day. The aim is to be happy, to have fun, and I'd like to try and keep her in trot around the round because last time she was a little bit like in awe of the arena, in awe of being out competing, and you know, you had to have a little walk, a little look around, which is okay when it's poles on the ground. She was super willing, but when you put in fences, that becomes a little bit more of a problem. So I'm going to try and keep a nice trot the whole way around. Fingers crossed. Whether that happens, I really don't know. It depends how hard my legs can work. And then we're gonna dash home, maybe have a sandwich, and we'll head out again to BCA where we've got start in the meter and maybe the meter 10, just depends on how late it's getting and how much I can hack it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. First time competing since December last year because of lockdown and COVID restrictions, and it feels good to be back out. It feels really, really good. So I think I've got everything. I've got my my nice Milky Bar white chocolate buttons, and we started a bit of a debate on Instagram a couple of days ago, which I've got to bring onto the vlog because some of my Instagram followers are just heathens. 56% of people said that they don't keep chocolate in the fridge. I mean, what's that all about? Like, if they had a choice, they would rather not keep it in the fridge. You can't tell me it doesn't taste nicer when it's been in the fridge. So I'm appealing to my fellow vlog watchers. Hopefully you guys will have some sense. Let me know down in the comments below whether you keep your chocolate in the fridge or not. This is really important to me, guys. It's one of those big issues. Anyway, I think that's everything I have to say, and I'll see you when we get to Hall Place. We've made it, and it's looking quite empty at the moment, but I think it's going to get a bit busier soon. They're just putting up the fences over there, if you can see in the arena, so we're going to go have a little course walk and get my number. Look, we've arrived! Someone's taking in her surroundings. Lily ready to tackle these fences. That was a nice little line. Of course, walking in masks, very 2020 or 2021. Time for a little team chat. We've just we've just walked the course. They're all cross paths, Lou. I think we're going to be all right, unless they go up. Lulu's ready to tackle it, ready to face the day. Let's get you all tacked up. Are we a bit nervous? A little bit shy today. Looking very smart though. You can tell that I've done the board, not Mum, because it doesn't look anywhere near as neat as normal and all the writing is off at an angle. But it's the first board update of 2021, let's go! Right, time for a very brief first glimpse at my competition gear 2021. So I have my Equatorial base layer and white riding leggings as you saw in my simulated cross country vlog. I've got my lovely new Piquet jacket and of course my fancy Charles Owen Young Rider 8 hat, which I love. The glitter is just love it. So we're about to head off, get on. This could go one of two ways.
So we're going to finish off walking the course and just get everybody ready if they can, please. Got long classes today, due to finish around about 4:30.
How many did you?
Slow Carter with Lulu.
She was. I have missed show food. Mum's helped us out to a bacon egg roll and a Danish pastry. I've got an egg roll. This is good. Lulu was amazing. I'll probably do a proper recap on the lorry on the way home, but I'm so happy with her. Two happy ponies back together, back in the field. And it's time for the what date? Okay, so we are home. I'm currently sat in the lorry because it is very cold and windy outside, which is such a contrast to my last vlog, the cross country schooling vlog, where it was like pretty much t-shirt weather. But we're back from show number 1. I'm so pleased with how Lulu got on. She was amazing. You'll have seen she warmed up and she was so forward and so confident and super easy to get into canter and just a nice rhythm and not trying to look around and take everything in, just being bold and happy. And then she went into the show arena, which last time she's a little bit looky in, and I'd really set that goal for myself to just try and keep in trot the whole time, and I thought it was going to be quite hard work, but she was so good. She took everything in her stride. She was trotting around very happily around the entire course, often landing in canter, which we were just going with and carrying on, and sometimes coming to the next fence in canter. So happy with her. She was absolutely incredible. I could not have asked for any more. She took everything in so well. You know, she wasn't being looky or silly or spinning around and trying to, you know, be nervous. Like, she was so good for her first ever show jumping show and her second ever competition. I literally could not have asked for any more. She dealt with the other ponies, she dealt with the atmosphere so well, and she really is growing up. So I am buzzing off the back of that. We did end up getting clear. I mean, it would have been quite something to knock down those tiny little fences, but we did end up getting clear, and I think we finished in 6th place, so I am so pleased with that. Like, I literally could not have asked any more. I think she's really starting to grow up, and she's 5 now, so yeah, what a good first competition of the day. And now we are on to this nice little changeover period. It's about 11:30. I cannot believe we've already been to a whole show and back, and we've only just started the day. So I've now got about an hour of jobs to do outside, which includes skipping out the girls from where they were in last night, skipping out the lorry, and then sort of like half emptying it and repacking it. So I'm going to sit down now and work out what needs to stay in the lorry, what needs to be repacked. Obviously things like hay and water can just be kind of like kept over, but tack and boots and stuff are a bit different. So that's my job for now, and then I'm hoping I can get inside, and we don't actually have to leave until about 2:30 this afternoon, so I'm hoping I can get inside and have a couple of hours, have a sandwich, maybe start editing this vlog, who knows. But yeah, really pleased with how the day's gone so far. Lulu is growing up so much, and if you have been here for a while, you've been following me for a while, and you've watched her last show vlog, I hope you can just see how much she has really progressed. Like, yeah, I can't put it into words. Like, I don't want to just keep saying, oh, I'm so pleased with her, because, you know, go and watch it for yourself. Go and watch her first ever competition and see how she's a little bit more looky and a bit more sort of nervy, which is completely fair enough. That was her first ever time in an atmosphere like that. But for a pony who's basically just been hacking for like the last 3 months and then is cross country schooled this week and jumped once in the field, to come out like that, what a superstar. Anyway, I'll stop blabbing on about it now and get on with some jobs, and I'll sort of take you along with me and show you exactly what it entails. So I'm going to start by skipping out the lorry. I want to get it nice and fresh for Star. He's a little bit fussy after all, but before I do that, seeing as I'm heading over to get tools, I thought I would just check the tack. So Lulu and Star actually weirdly share some tack, which is kind of weird because she's like 15 hands, 14 too, and he's like 16 too. But they actually share the same saddle. It's my Fairfax jump saddle, and it fits them both really well. But she does have like a sort of padded numbness to help it. So get rid of that and change it for a nice white one, and also get rid of, that's so weird, get rid of the bridle. I've gone for my lovely Team Better Life white saddle packs. That hasn't had an outing yet this year. I'm really lucky to be working with Better Life again in 2021. All of my horses are actually on their supplements at the moment. They all have Pharmaquin, which is their joint supplement, and Star also has Pharmaplast. Okay, hi from the hay shed. I know this is a bit of a precarious angle and probably not very professional, but let's just roll with it because I've skipped out and I'm just filling up some hay nets, and I thought it was a really good chance to chat with you guys because it's been a bit manic so far. And as I was skipping out, I was just getting in the zone and de-stressing by listening to some podcasts. And I was listening to one of Rhea Freeman, who does the Small and Supercharged podcast, one of her latest episodes. And it got me thinking that I don't think I've actually chatted with you guys here on YouTube about the podcast that I was on. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you'll be aware of it because I banged on about it because it was such a huge deal to me. And if you follow Rhea on Instagram, then you'll also know about it because she promoted it too. But essentially, a couple of weeks ago, probably not that far off a month when this vlog comes out ago, I got the chance to be a guest on a podcast, which is a huge deal for me because it's something that I have always wanted to do. And after being approached by a different podcast earlier this year that's just wasn't my vibe, I decided to reach out to Rhea and be like, hey look, if you're ever interested in me coming on your podcast, I would love to. And she said yes, which I wasn't really expecting. So some of you may be aware of the Small and Supercharged podcast. It's all about sort of like equine and country style. Equine and country, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Let's just say equine and country podcast marketing. Equine and country marketing, let's just go with that. That's what it's about. So she often has like a lot of small rural and equine businesses on her podcast, and she sometimes has like influencers that fall into that sector, which is obviously where I came in. And I had such a good time chatting about things that I wouldn't usually get the outlet to talk about, my experience working with brands or what it's been like to grow this big following, because as you guys will know, I've now got over 28,000 followers on Instagram, which is crazy to me, and you have followed my journey ever since that was like 6,000, so thank you if you're still here after all that time. And we got a bit deep, we talked about a lot of things, some of the highs, some of the lows, but it was so nice, and you guys received it so well. It actually hit #1 on the UK marketing podcast charts, which was just unbelievable to me. So thank you to everyone who's already listened. This is me saying thank you because it's something that I've always wanted to do, and to know that it went down well is great. But also, if it's something that you aren't aware of, perhaps you only follow me over on here. I think I have mentioned it on my Facebook page, which I don't use very often, but the point is, if you haven't heard of it, go and give it a listen. It's called Honesty is the Best Policy with Flo Carter Eventing. You can just find it on the podcast app, on Spotify, just put in Ria Freeman Small and Supercharged. Definitely recommend going and giving it a listen, because it's like a different kind of perspective of me, a side of me that you maybe don't see so much on this channel, and it was great fun to film. Right, it's time to head in for lunch ahead of competition 2, and do you know what I'm loving? Underneath here I'm still in my Equator show gear, and I have no desire to take it off. Usually the first thing I do when I get home is whip off my competition gear, because it looks nice but it's not comfortable, you know, it's tight, I don't want to leave it on any longer, but this is so comfy. I could literally be in just normal leggings, like they're literally just riding leggings that look smart. So buzzing that I'm just going to go and have lunch and keep it all on. I don't have to get rechanged again. Are you ready to go out with Starry Boy? Yes, I am. Just time for a quick slice of cake before we go, and what a masterpiece. This is Mum's famous homemade coffee cake. Are you ready for the second show of the day? I'm raring to go, yep. And look, the sun's come out. Right, so we are en route to the second show of the day. Star is in the back of the lorry, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready. I didn't bring my selfie stick though. Rookie error, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet because you are way too close to my face. However, we have entries in the meter and in the meter 10. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up doing the meter 10. I'm going to very much see how I feel. I hope I don't get too nervous. Just play it by ear. Because BCA usually have their shows in their lovely big indoor arena, but because of the new COVID restrictions and regulations that have literally just come out, you're not allowed to use indoor arenas for competitions anymore, even though we could at the end of last lockdown. So everything's kind of been moved. It's been like shunted down into a slightly smaller arena. It's still a big arena, but yeah, I'm just going to see how I feel. Play it by ear. And that's what I'm going to say, so I'll see you when we're there.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, trip, oh.
Okay, so the show we went to this morning, I was in charge of admin and sorting everything, and all the correspondence came to my email inbox. The show we went to this afternoon, Mum's in charge of all the admin, all the email correspondence goes to her inbox, and she didn't think to tell me that we had to print off our numbers at home, which we have not done. So luckily I think we have a bride number. Guys, so current life update is that I haven't had to wear a hairnet since I dyed my hair, so we've got nice blonde hairnet, nice brown hair. That's gonna look not great. Right, well, that's gonna annoy me. So we're all good to go. I'm about to head down to the course walk because it's about to get pretty manic. From the course walk beginning to me being on, I've got half an hour. So he's all tacked up, he's ready to go. I need to run down there, get very first person into the arena to walk the course, and then quickly zoom back, get on, and hopefully have 20 minutes to warm up. That's the plan.
City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces, we don't care about them tonight. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're the wheels that won't stop turning. I know we're acting stupid,
thoughts on that round flow? A little bit messy, but he was amazing. He really helped me out, and it felt competitive and it felt good, so I'm happy with that. There were some proper jump off turns. They were, what a good boy.
And next to jump, number 22, slow quarter, 8 stop.
Alright, we're back at the yard and someone is tucked up having their dinner. I'm very happy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, he's very happy. It's been a long day and I'll probably update you properly when I get home, but yeah, feeling it ahead of my 4 AM start for work tomorrow. And I also thought I'd get a very brief Atty feature because I know he hasn't featured in the last couple of vlogs. He is very excited to be going out to a dressage rally next week, which I won't vlog, but then he should be going cross-country schooling a couple of weeks after. And what else have you got on? Eventing at Aston if we get in. Well, I think even runs, there's hardly any entries at the end of April, so yeah, things are looking up for him and he is buzzing to be back out and about. And he's very handsome and his golden coat's coming through. Alas, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This long old day is nearly over. We're all home, the ponies are enjoying their dinner, and I've emptied the lorry and I feel like most of my responsibilities are sorted. My goodness, it's been a long day. It's nearly 7:30 and I got out on the yard this morning at 7 AM, so usually the maths, it's been a long day, especially ahead of the 4 AM start for work tomorrow. But anyway, gonna stop moaning about that because I could not have asked for a better first competition since lockdown than today. Like, I literally, nothing could have gone any better. It exceeded my expectations, so I'm so pleased. You obviously saw earlier Lulu, her first ever proper show jumping competition. Like, you forget this pony has never competed over actual fences before, and she took it all in her stride so well. Then sixth, and then quick turnaround, get a star, head off to BCA. And he really was on good form today. He was living up to his name, as cliche as it sounds. He really was. He went into the meter. I decided I was going to attempt some of the jump off turns, which is not very me. Like, I like to play it safe. I like to do a nice, eventing show jumping round where you're just kind of motoring on at your own pace and you're using your corners. So I decided to try some of these jump off turns. Didn't necessarily ride them all perfectly, but he was well up for it. And he actually ended up winning that meter class, which I'm buzzing about. I am so happy. And then I was sort of umming and ahhing, did I do the 1 meter 5, 1 meter 10, which it wasn't really a meter 10, it was probably close to a meter 5 if I'm being honest. But decided to do it as more of like a schooling round. Well, my plan was to do it more of a schooling round, but he decided that he was wanted to go nice and fast around that one as well. And yeah, he was on really good form, so 2 double clears from him. He actually finished second in that second class as well, so yeah, like, there was, I was not really expecting it to go quite like that. Like, my first sort of proper competition in 4 months. Well, technically my first competition since October, unless we're counting poles on the ground, which, maybe we are, maybe we aren't. Yeah, I kind of hadn't really thought it was going to go that well. Like, I thought there would be something, something would go wrong, obviously. We're a bit rusty. But no, absolutely buzzing. and another busy few days. This time next week I will be plaiting up Star ahead of eventing and probably getting a swarm of abuse from you guys because, spoiler alert, my plaiting has not got any better over this lockdown, so I'm expecting that. Yeah, it's all going on. Hopefully, if I can work out how my dad's GoPro works, it's going to be a sponsored ride vlog next week, which is a little bit different. I've never done a sponsored ride in nearly 20 years on this planet. Yeah, so lots to look forward to. In case you couldn't tell, I am knackered. So I'm going to switch off this camera, go have some dinner, and go and get a few hours sleep. So I'll see you very, very soon. If you did like this video, be sure to leave a big thumbs up and a comment below. I love hearing your thoughts on vlogs. They literally make my day. And don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit it down below. Go on, guys. Don't even push that bell notification. Anyway, I'm going to stop promoting myself now and see you later. Bye.